Hey you guys, it's Lucy, also known as Hey Dorothea, and I have been wanting to make this video for a little while now, and the time has finally come. I am going to tell you about my experience at the Eras Tour. Just a side note, I'm doing this just for fun. You don't have to take anything I say as like a real tip or trick. Also, if you want to, like and subscribe, that really helps out the video. So yeah. Okay, so my Eras Tour experience was magical. I can't even explain it to this day. It's absolutely insane how much I can't even explain. It's hard to think about sometimes. Just like, I was there. It's so crazy to me. But yeah, so day of, we drive down to Minneapolis. I went to Minneapolis night 2, 6/24, best night of my life. And we drove down day of, which I was nervous about, but it ended up being fine, and we got there plenty of time. And so we drove down, went to our Airbnb, got Panda Express, and just basically got ready. So we got our Panda Express, watched Pitch Perfect, and got ready. We took pictures of the Airbnb, and we left 4:15. On the way to the stadium, we turned the volume all the way up in our car. My phone was connected to the Bluetooth connected to the speakers, and we windows down, everything, the whole shebang. And there's people looking at us because obviously we're blasting Taylor, and they were singing along in their adorable outfits. It was so cute and such a core memory for me. So anyway, we're driving through the streets of Minneapolis, blasting The Man by Taylor Swift. And then we got to our parking garage, and then we walked to the stadium. It was insane. I was trying to log into my Ticketmaster, which wasn't working, while walking, and then I started freaking out because I'm like, I can't log into my Ticketmaster, what if we can't get the tickets? And then I started having a panic attack. And it ended up okay. I was resolved in 5 minutes. My mom got the tickets onto her phone, so everything was good with that. Got to the stadium, got through security. It wasn't that big of a deal. Took maybe 5 minutes. We had to wait for a minute because the guy that was the security guy that was letting us through security wasn't sure if my mom could bring her shoes in. So he had to call another person over, but it was fine. Got in. Got our tickets scanned, walked into the stadium, got our light up bracelets, and then we had to find where our seats were. It was actually really funny because we walked in on the complete opposite side of the stadium that we were supposed to be on. So we had to walk through a ton of people, and as soon as we got inside, I got my water, my mom got a drink, and we started walking. At one point, it was so crowded. On one side was merch, and on the other side was pictures, and in front was food, so there was just a ton of lines, and then we were just barely just trying to get through all these people just to get to our seats. And mom was like, you want to take a picture here? I was like, no, I just want to get to my seats. You want to take a picture there? No, I just want to get to the seats. I was so worried. I just wanted to get to my seats. I was so stressed out. I was shaking. It was insane. But we got to the seats. I got my stuff set down, my water, my bag, and I left my mom pretty much sitting there, and I was like, you can watch opening acts, meet with people. I'm gonna walk around and trade friendship bracelets. I had made 260 friendship bracelets, and I was determined to trade as much of them as I could. So I walked around, and I met some of the cutest Swifties. Everybody was so nice. At one point, I dropped my bracelets as I was trading, and they went everywhere, and people were helping me pick them up. It was so nice, such a sweet interaction, so fun. So then the first opening act, Owen, came on, and I was like watching him while also trading bracelets. It was kind of crazy, but at that point I was kind of giving up bracelets because I was like, I don't want any of these left over. So I was giving them to like the security people, to the people working at the bar, people who didn't have bracelets to trade. I was like, it's fine, you can have them, I don't care. So then Girl in Red came on, and oh my gosh, it was so fun trading bracelets and just singing along to the songs. It was such a core memory experience. I saw so many adorable outfits. It was so cute. Like little girls in like these mini dresses feeling confident about themselves. I was like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. And then I knew once Applause came on, I better go to my seat. So once I heard the beginning notes of Applause by Lady Gaga, I ran to my seat and I was like, I'm here, I'm ready. There was a girl in front of me that I traded with, a girl near my mom that I traded with quick before the show started, but then I was in my seat. And then Taylor came on, and I died. It was the best night of my life. I can't even explain it. One of the tips I do have is, if you really want to get merch and you don't want to wait in the lines, go in between the shows. I went during like the last 3.5 minutes of All Too Well 10-minute version. My mom had to go to the bathroom, so we did that. I kind of watched the show, not in my seat. I was like behind other people in the seats because we were like the last row. Not the last row, but like the last row of our section. And so we just had to step over and we were good. So I watched from like behind the row. My mom was in the bathroom, and then we ran upstairs and I got my merch. For merch, I got the Midnights Late Nights CD, the water bottle, and the cream hoodie. I got the cream hoodie in a large, and it's still so big on me. So if you can, get a size smaller. Large was the smallest size they had left, and it literally fits my dad. So then after merch, we ran back to our seats, and Taylor's in the middle of the Folklore set, and Folklore is my mom's favorite album, so I was just like in the moment. It was so cool. 1989 happened, jamming out, dancing. It was so fun. And then the surprise songs. So my guitar surprise songs was Dear John, and my piano surprise song was Daylight. I kid you not, I actually thought she was going to play Better Than Revenge, and I got so excited, and then when she said Dear John, I died. Right after Daylight, my phone died, which I regret not charging my portable charger enough. So my phone did die, but I got my mom's phone for the dive, and right after Daylight, my phone died, which I regret not charging my portable charger enough. So my phone did die, but I got my mom's phone for the dive, and for the Midnights era, I just didn't film anything, which I do kind of regret. I would have loved some moments in the Midnights set, but you can't do anything about that. As soon as the show was over and Taylor did her bows and the lights came back on, Mom was like, you want to go get confetti? And I was like, no, I just want to get out of here. I was so stressed about the traffic, which I probably shouldn't have been, but I just wanted to get home. I was so tired. So we walk outside, and no joke, it's downpouring on us. Luckily, the stadium was closed, but like I didn't know it was raining, so we stepped outside and we were immediately soaked. And then my mom couldn't figure out her maps to get back to our car, which like, and then her phone wasn't working because of the rain. It was great. But we got back to our car, and we waited to get out for like an hour, and it was so late. I was so tired, but they were playing the entire set list of the Eras Tour on the radio, and I was like, I can't fall asleep. I can't. So we got back to the Airbnb and we went to sleep. We woke up the next morning and we were supposed to be out of the Airbnb by 10. Needless to say, we did not wake up until 10. That's 10 in the morning, by the way. And so the plan was to go to Pride, and we did end up going to Minneapolis Pride, the parade. I do not remember anything at all. I was so tired. I just wanted to go back to bed. All I can remember is sitting in the car eating soup. So then the drive home, it was fine. We stopped at a gas station to fill up on gas, and I saw these girls wearing Taylor hoodies, and I was like, Mom, let me out. And I opened the trunk, and I still had some friendship bracelets left over, and I was like, hey, is it cool if I give you guys some bracelets? And they were like, yeah, sure. And I was like, great, I want to get rid of them all. So they were so sweet, and I gave them bracelets, and then we went back, we got some Italian food, and we went home. It really is amazing. Taylor puts on such a good show. We were in Lower Bowl, and I could see even people in the top row, very last row, having the night of their lives. It was so cool. Now for some tips and tricks to get you through your Eras Tour day without any stress. Number 1, don't sweat the small things. It doesn't matter if you get logged out of your Ticketmaster account. As long as you're not alone, you'll be fine. Number 2, you can connect with Swifties. I remember we were getting out of our seats to go get merch during All Too Well, and I was singing it, and then the girl behind me was singing it. I stuck my arm out like I was singing to her, and then she held my hand and we sang and swayed together. It was so cool. I am not lying when I say Swifties are literally the best people ever. Also, don't be anxious to go trade your bracelets. Like I said, Swifties are so nice. Nobody's gonna judge you. It's great. Don't be afraid to go out of your comfort zone. Be like, hey, you want to trade bracelets? Hey, can I give you a bracelet? That's what I did. And I only had 20, 30 left. By the way, I got 123 bracelets back. Also, hydrate, eat food. I know, when I was at the show, my mom was like, you want food? I was like, no. It was before the show, and I was like, I can't eat anything. During the show, I did have a water bottle, and so I was taking sips of that throughout the whole night, which made me feel a lot better. But definitely, eat. And for shoes, I wore heeled boots. Definitely, my feet didn't bother me that much the next day. It depends how comfortable you are in heels, and how comfortable the heels are. One thing I do regret is not taking pictures, or that many pictures. They had a ton of photo booths and stuff like that, and I didn't get any pictures with them. I didn't really get a picture of the stage that much. So if you can, definitely take pictures. Also, merch definitely runs large. I got a large, and it's to my knees. I am 5'4", teenage girl, average size. I'm not short or anything. No offense to people that are short. But it's still really big on me. I'm normally a medium small, so I thought a large wouldn't be that much difference. No, it's like a dress on me. Also, you don't need to record every single little thing that Taylor does. If you find something cool, record it. If you think she's gonna do something cool, record it. Record the surprise songs. But for something like the You Belong With Me clap, would you rather film people doing the clap or do the clap yourself? Would you rather film the heart hands or hold the heart hands up yourself? I'm not saying you can't do both, but for me personally, I wanted to hold my heart hands up as long as I could. I wanted to make that clap last in my memories forever, and if I was recording it, I couldn't do it. Also, if you can, have somebody film yourself to your reaction of Taylor coming out on stage. I have mine, and it's literally my favorite video ever. Give yourself moments after the show to, remember what happened. You will be so overwhelmed after the show. Wait a day and then, look at the videos, look at the pictures, go through your pictures. Also, don't be ashamed if you don't know a song Taylor sings, if you don't know the surprise song. Don't feel ashamed if you don't know that. There's obviously parts of songs that I can't memorize. Taylor has a huge discography, and if I know every word to every song, even Taylor can't do that. Right Where You Left Me, she says it's one of her most wordy songs, and she can't even get it right all the time. So, don't sweat it if you don't know every word to every song ever. And I am going to leave you with this. Have the best time of your life if you're going. If you're not going, don't be discouraged. Last minute ticket drops are how a ton of people got tickets. And with that, make the friendship bracelets. Take a moment and taste it. You're on your own, kid. Love you all. Bye-bye.